My name's Ryan. I am Josh's baby brother, and to me, what makes Josh so unique, best way to describe it, he's a jack of all trades in every aspect of life. Not only is he very mechanically inclined, he can pretty much do anything he sets his mind to. He can get it done. Not only that, he's jack of all trades in everything. As far as a person, he's very kind and caring and a very loving person. He's funny as can be, very witty, plucky. Not only that, he can be firm when he needs to be, but for the most part, he's a very um, a selfless person. So yeah, to me that's Josh. I think every man that meets him, after getting to know him, talk to him for a bit, they want to be more like him because he's pretty awesome.
My name is Gail Golden. I've been asked to speak about Josh King, my son in law, as to why I think he is unique. Josh has been in our family for 21 plus years. During this time, I can't remember a time that I've heard him complain or even act like he was angry. He is just a special kind of guy. He's always got a smile no matter what. Even if he's in pain, he's smiling. Josh is a very creative person. He is very artistic. He's done everything from play a saxophone in marching band. He's done murals on the wall. And he's also creative as far as manicures. My granddaughter and her cousin and a friend of hers was all getting ready for prom. And in the middle of them, there sat Josh giving them all manicures with little flowers and different kind of designs, and he was enjoying every minute of it. I guess to sum things up, to know Josh is to love him.
I think it's funny how if I'm like this, it can't see nothing. But when I go, oh!
So my name's Jason, and I'm Josh's older brother by a couple years. And also what makes this guy unique is, you know, me and him talk nearly every day, and it's usually a lot on Messenger. But we can have a whole conversation of just the gifography or whatever you want to call it, the gifts or whatever. So we can have just a whole conversation of nothing but those. And it can go on all day. And we both know what they mean. And, I don't know how many other people do that, but me and him do. So I guess it's really cool that I've known the guy all his life. We talk nearly every day. He's pretty cool. He's freaking amazing. Funny, smart. He can do all kinds of stuff that I can't do. And, that's my brother.
He is a character. I can tell you that. Not a day goes by where he doesn't make me laugh. And it's been that way since we were kids. Growing up, our house was full of jokes and silly voices, funny faces. He can do a perfect impersonation of Sid from Ice Age, Captain Jack Sparrow, any Ben 10 character you can think of. Stitch, Stitch. Smeagol, Gollum from Lord of the Rings. He could have been a voice actor, honestly. But anytime that I think about, who I want and what I want in a partner, I think of my dad. I want to find someone out there like my dad. Not many girls my age can say that. I think the thing I think of the most when I think of my dad is his humor. He's a funny guy. I trust me, there will be videos after this of him and his humor. So but I love my dad. He's one of a kind.
You ever have them days where you're like driving and you daydream all the way to wherever it is you're going, and then when you get there you're like, how did we even get here? Why did you bring me to work? Why couldn't you have taken me somewhere like Disney World? We're gonna have a talk.
My dad is unique because he's very funny. He always makes you laugh. He always makes me laugh. That's one great thing that I love about him. And he makes you think about things in a very deep and different way than most people do. And he doesn't care, honestly, what anybody necessarily thinks about him. I mean, he doesn't hardly get embarrassed or anything. And sometimes I try to strive to be a little bit more like him.
After 25 years with him, I can honestly say that he is the most amazing man that there is. He puts others before himself, always. He's always there to lend a helping hand. He will make me laugh. I think in 25 years, there's not a day that goes by that I haven't laughed about something that he's done, whether it's funny faces, funny voices. And that's what makes him unique, is because he is a selfless person that wants to make you smile every single day. And that's why I love him as much as what I do. He knew I was having a bad day because I have Graves' disease. And it was just a really bad day for me. So it was very hard for me to get up and walk and move around. And he went out of his way to come home on lunch and make me something to eat just to go back to work 45 minutes later. I tell you, we have probably missed making millions of dollars because he could have been a comedian and he could have been a voice actor. But his true calling happened about 4 or 5 years ago when he started college again, wanting to be a nurse. I think that your dad is going to be the best nurse. I am very proud of him and what he's accomplished. And I don't get to say that very often. Maybe I should tell him more often, but this makes me cry. But he is by far the best man that I know. And he's raising his son to be just like him. And he's raising his daughter to not settle for anybody else that doesn't measure up to those standards. He doesn't neglect the fact that he has learned from past mistakes. He doesn't forget where he came from. Your dad is just a special person. And everybody that meets him will say that too.
So, I went to the doctor the other day because I wasn't feeling real good. And the doctor asked me, he's like, so why aren't you feeling good? I'm like, I don't know, I just don't feel good. And he said, well, what's your diet like? And I said, well, the normal diet, pizza and hot dogs and hamburgers and french fries. And the doctor said, well, that's the problem. You gotta eat more of your reds and your greens and your yellows. Like, okay. So I went home and I ate a whole bag of M&Ms.